and the latest IT technology was developed for administration and production control. Mawsons' own batch record system was rolled out.
By the mid-1990s, we were in our third generation, and we decided that it would be a good time to restructure the ownership and separate the quarry and concrete business from Mawson Constructions.
Getting quality concrete to remote sites quickly became increasingly important, so mobile concrete batching facilities were built to complement the fixed concrete plants. These mobile plants have been used to supply specialised concrete to many large projects, including rebuilding the Turrumbary Weir on the Murray River downstream from Echuca. Mobility is also a feature of Mawsons' quarrying business. Self-propelled track and trailer-mounted crushers and screens have added great flexibility to the quarrying operation and facilitated the completion of several large projects, including work on the Calder and Hume freeways in Victoria and New South Wales. To make its crushed rock an even better road-based material, the company designed and built blending plants and pug mills. The start of a new century was marked by further concrete plant purchases in Bendigo and Castlemaine. This brought concrete cartage truck numbers to 50, including 10 full-time contractors. During the next decade, Mawsons continued to respond to the changing nature of various industries and businesses throughout Victoria's agricultural regions with the establishment of a concrete plant at Boort and purchases of concrete businesses at Rochester, Mildura and Cobram. Another important acquisition was Bill and Fay Dalzell's successful cement delivery business, which had delivered cement to Mawsons' plants for over 40 years. Mawsons have long been innovators in tip truck technology. Until the mid-1980s, most of the company's tip trailers and bodies were designed in-house and built in the Kahuna workshop. In 2009, Mawsons was one of the first Victorian companies to operate a 4-axle dog trailer with a massive 38-tonne payload. In 2010, Mawsons bought the first Kenworth 8-wheel concrete truck to be fitted with the revolutionary electronic brake safety system.
In late 2007, we underwent a significant structural change in the company. Ken decided to sell his 50% interest in E.B. Mawson & Sons, and subsequently Adelaide Brighton Limited purchased that. That meant that E.B. Mawson & Sons Proprietary Limited became a 50-50 joint venture between my family interests and Adelaide Brighton. Since 2007, we've continued pretty much on the same path, strategic growth and innovation pursued as always.
In 2009, the purchase of Taylor's Precrete business in Seymour extended operations and marked Mawsons' first foray into a full landscaping and garden supply centre. In the same year, the company also bought Radford's consolidated quarrying, concrete and landscaping supply at Broken Hill. This offered an opportunity to build on the excellent reputation the company had established supplying concrete underground at Fosterville Gold Mine. In late 2011, Mildura Mini Mix and Garden Supplies was acquired from Mott and Bleeser, bringing the network to a total of 22 plants.
Throughout Mawsons' history, we've provided materials, machinery and competent operators to work on a whole range of different projects across an ever-increasing geographical area. Roads, bridges, weirs and dams, family homes, shops and offices, railways, industrial plants and mines. All this construction work requires consistently high quality material, delivered safely and on schedule. After 100 years of experience, this work is our bread and butter.
Evolving from a tiny contracting and cartage business into two companies involved in quarrying and ready-mixed concrete and construction, the Mawsons companies now have a combined workforce of about 300 people. Over the last century, the company has always promoted a safe, supportive and social workplace for its people.
I believe it's a good company to work for. And I think we had a natural affinity with people. We got along with people.
And whether Dad was blessed or whether he had great skills in picking those people, I think it was a bit of both, because he was extremely loyal to them, and in return they were very loyal to him.
Like working here because I virtually came in pretty green and got tossed into a lot of different jobs, and it was interesting work. You just kind of took it on board and went with the flow, and most times you succeeded anywhere, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
It's a family business, and it still feels like a family business even though it's grown. And I think we've got a great bunch of people to work with.
Well, you've only got to see where the company's come from, I suppose, to where we are today to see how innovative they have been.
I liked the job because I was independent. In those days, you had to do something, work. You got no money. If you didn't work, you got no money. So you had to do something.
37 years with the company, I think that says that they're a good family-owned business, yes. I've enjoyed every year of the 37 years here. When I first come to Mawsons, I never knew what a quarry plant was.
Proof that the Mawsons family is genuine is the number of staff in the 25-year club. More than 80 people who've dedicated their careers to Mawsons because Mawsons has always been there for them.
There are numerous examples of families where there's been several generations employed working at Mawsons.
Yes, I've worked at Mawsons for 31 years. My father was here too. He was a quarry manager. He was here for about 34, 35 years.
My dad was a quarry manager at Pyramid Hill for a long time, so I definitely wanted to follow in his footsteps after I sat in loader on his knee. Mum and Dad's both names are on the 25-year board, so I'd love to be the third Dobie on there anyway, so that would be a great achievement, I would think, and hope I can stick around for it.
My dad worked for him for about 44, 45 years. Had 5 or 6 uncles, the same, they were all over 25, 30 years.
About 28 years, I think I've been with Mawsons. My father and 2 brothers, 2 elder brothers worked with Mawsons, and my father had a great relationship with the Mawsons.
I think Hookie Wan was here for 52 or 3. I put in 43 and my son put 27. So over the whole family, well, it'll be 120, 122 years that we have been in with the firm.
Mawsons' century of success is all thanks to the close-knit team, the highly skilled and dedicated family of staff, contractors and suppliers. With such a strong tradition of loyalty, innovation and integrity, Mawsons will continue building partnerships for generations to come.